Hey guys, what's up? Happy Monday and welcome back. I'm so excited for this day. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about Nene Leakes, who's explaining why she's no longer speaking to Marlo Hampton or anyone else a part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast. I can't wait to hear this one, and I have a feeling that it has something to do with, well, the simple fact that nobody is backing her up in this lawsuit. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Nene and her co-stars, well, former co-stars, are not seeing eye to eye. Amid Nene's leaks, well, her suing Bravo and NBC Universal and Andy Cohen for allegedly creating a racist work environment on the set of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene is confirming that she is no longer speaking with longtime best friend and newly minted peach holder, Marlo Hampton. The two have had their ups and downs, but Nene and Marlo, well, it's interesting because they definitely made a case against the saying, blood is thicker than water, as the two always seem to have each other's backs on the show. And even when they were on the outs, it was more like two sisters squabbling back and forth. And I agree with that. When they had moments, on the show where they weren't getting along, it seemed like we were always able to kind of pull it back around full circle and get the two back together. Now, I do want to say that Marlo was asked about all of this that Nene's going through. And she said that she doesn't want to make this about, this conversation about Nene and her suing NBC. She wants to talk about her because now it's her time to shine. However, per Screen Rant and according to Radar Online, Nene took to her Instagram live to set the record straight on where she's at in life. And when the topic of Marlo Hampton came up, she straight up said she doesn't know what's going on with Marlo or any of the Real Housewives of Atlanta ladies, and that Bravo execs don't want the current cast speaking to her. I don't know what's going on with these girls. I don't, honey. I try not to keep up. And this is what she said, although she insists that there's no drama between her and Marlo. Again, I think that this is very obvious. I think what's happening is she really expected the women to stand up and fight this fight with her. But at the end of the day, Marlo just got a huge opportunity to be cast as full-time on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kandi Burruss even said, I don't know anything about it. I'm not saying anything about it. Next question, move on. But they're still contractually obligated to, kind of be there and be under that NBC Bravo umbrella. They're not going to ruin their contracts and come out and say, you know what, Nene's right. This is what was going on. Because at the end of the day, they're speaking against their employer and they're going to end up, well, jobless. I mean, let's be honest, they have other jobs too, but they won't be on the show for sure. If you speak against the family, you're out. I think that's just a given. And she also said, I haven't spoken to Marlo in a long time. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any issues, but I don't know what's going on. It's just like that. That's how the show is. That's what she told Radar Online. Okay. Nene also said that Bravo doesn't fully show Real Housewives of Atlanta friendships as they really are, more than what they, want them to look like for the sake of the show. I agree with that. And she said, it makes sense. I'm sure Marlo is distancing herself because she doesn't want to lose the peach that she's been after for so long. Earlier this year, Marlo did offer her 2 cents on Nene's legal situation with Bravo, offering her nothing but positive vibes and kisses while simultaneously, plugging herself. How very Marlo. Speaking to Extra at the time, Marlo said, we're going to leave that where it's at, just sending my sister some love and kisses, and we're going to keep talking about me and my peach and how it's my time to shine. That is very Marlo to do. But Nene, she's found herself in a couple of situations currently. She is not only suing Bravo, NBC Universal, and Andy Cohen for allegedly creating a racist work environment, but now she's being pursued by her boyfriend's ex-wife, who's claiming that she caused a lot of heartache and disrupted their relationship. I did a video on this, and you guys know I've said this, and I was shocked that you could even sue someone's spouse. I didn't know that, or a spouse can sue their former spouse's new partner if they believe that that new partner came in and disrupted their marriage. There's only a few states that you can do this, but North Carolina apparently is one of them. So it's one thing after another, but Nene has claimed she had nothing to do with that. She's not a husband stealer. And people have been ripping Nene online about this. It's like, I just want to give Nene some grace here in this situation. She was introduced to this man by Peter. Peter is Cynthia's ex. When it was right after her husband, Greg Leaks, passed away. Everyone was slamming her, saying this is way too early to move on. Take a breath, take a break, and just like relax for a second. But again, that's not necessarily fair, because you can't tell someone how to grieve or what timeline they need to grieve. She was watching her husband struggle with cancer for a long time. And at the end of the day, she deserves to be happy too. So I think reading Twitter and reading people rip her apart, it just doesn't seem fair, but this is the reality TV world. And when you're a public figure, things aren't fair to begin with. People will slam you just to slam you. Now, we know that The Real Housewives of Atlanta is currently airing. We were supposed to do a recap today, but instead we're doing a live recap with Emily D. Baker. And we'll come on tomorrow and do another recap for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, just to kind of see what you guys are thinking. Are you enjoying the new season? Are you feeling it? Is season 14 bringing you everything that you thought it would? I don't know if you guys watched What Happens Live last night, but I found it really interesting watching Andy Cohen go in on Drew Sidora. And it kind of seemed like, what is happening here? I don't know if he doesn't like her or what, but the questions were shady. And it really feels like, well, have you seen him on with Jennifer Aiden? Have you seen him with Lisa Hochstein on The Real Housewives of Miami reunion? I feel like you can tell there are some favorites. And there's favorites. I mean, in any relationship, in any work situation, you will always have a favorite, but it kind of seems like it's showing a little bit. That's not bashing Andy Cohen. I feel like that's just how it works. That's anybody. It's not just an Andy thing. So guys, go ahead and comment below. What are your thoughts about Nene not speaking to any of the cast? And do you believe it has something to do with this lawsuit? Or do you think she simply just walked away and closed that chapter and leaving it behind her? Also, don't forget that we are going live today at 1 p.m. Eastern with Emily D. Baker to recap the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial and all of the madness, but also all of her mounting success that came with it. It was incredible to watch. I know a lot of people gave her crap for covering it and saying, well, you're monetizing and building your career off of this, and that's not cool. But that's her job. She's a legal commentator. That's what she does. So what are we talking about here? Just go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.